was to read 12 books. I've already read 11, so I feel like I'm gonna meet that goal.